Hello everyone, welcome back to the new video of AP Knowledge Point. Today's video is about current affairs 25 March 2026. A world grappling with active geopolitical conflict, significant energy disruption, and a concurrent push for technological and environmental reform. First, West Asia conflict and global security. Geopolitical crisis. The US and Israel are engaged in an expanding military conflict with Iran, marked by sustained air and naval strikes. In response, the US has proposed a 15-point ceasefire plan through Pakistani intermediaries, covering sanctions, relief, and shipping access through Strait of Hormuz. Asymmetric warfare. The conflict has seen a surge in electronic warfare in a single 24-hour period. Over 1,600 vessels experienced GNSS GPS disruption in the Persian Gulf. What is GNSS GPS? GNSS GPS disruption refers to the international jamming or spoofing of satellite navigation signals. This invisible battlefield has forced pilots to use manual navigation and caused shipping insurance premiums to skyrocket. Russia-Ukraine war. Russian forces launched over 550 drones across Ukraine in a single day, while Russian air defense reported downing 389 Ukrainian drones. Second, India's domestic initiatives and response. Energy security. Indian government has declared that all retail fuel outlets are operating normally despite panic buying fueled by rumors. To manage the crisis caused by the closure of Strait of Hormuz, India is prioritizing PNG, piped natural gas, and CNG for transport and domestic use, while increasing domestic LPG production from refineries. National AI Skilling. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav launched the National Skilling AI Initiative in partnership with Google and YouTube to train 15,000 participants in the creative and media sectors. Infrastructure and governance. The Ministry of Rural Development launched a real-time internal audit portal to digitalize oversight and enhance transparency. Additionally, the Reform Express initiative was announced to modernize Indian Railways cargo and passenger services. Third, global economy and finance, market volatility. The Indian stock market surged with Sensex ending 1,205 points higher on 25 March 2026 due to hopes of US-Iran peace talks and a drop in crude oil prices. Economic forecast. Goldman Sachs lowered India's GDP growth forecast for current year 2026 to 5.9% due to impacts of conflict. Trade policy. The US implemented a temporary 10% global import tariff following a Supreme Court ruling that invalidated previous emergency tariff. Fourth, science, technology, and environment. Space exploration. NASA announced the Space Reactor 1 SR-1 Freedom, which is said to be the first interplanetary spacecraft powered by a nuclear fission reactor scheduled for launch in 2028. Defense technology. The Indian Air Force initiated the Vayuban project to develop a helicopter-launched autonomous drone system capable of strikes on surveillance from over 50 km away. Climate and ecology. Brazil launched a new climate plan targeting a 49 to 58% reduction in emissions. In New Zealand, a first of its kind lawsuit was filed challenging the government over reliance on tree planting removals rather than actual emission reduction. Biological discoveries. Scientists from Zoological Survey of India discovered a new species of cockroach named as Neoloboptera peninsularis in Maharashtra with yellowish brown glossy body. Fifth, social and legal developments. Supreme Court ruling. The Indian Supreme Court reaffirmed that the scheduled caste status is limited to Hindus, Sikhs, or Buddhists, ruling that conversion to other religion result in the intermediate loss of scheduled caste benefits. Global humanitarian concerns. A UN report highlighted that 1 in 4 Haitians now live in areas controlled by criminal gangs despite intensified security operations. Obituary. Former French Prime Minister Lionel Jospin, known for introducing the 35-hour work week and civil unions, passed away at age 88. So let us see some questions and answers. Question 1. According to the 15-point ceasefire plan proposed by the US to Iran, which specific mechanism is intended to provide oversight for the rollback of Iran's nuclear program? The answer is the International Atomic Energy Agency. Plan includes monitoring by IAEA as a condition for verifying the rollback of nuclear activities. Question 2. What is the legal argument presented by advocacy group in 2026 New Zealand climate lawsuit regarding the country's emission reduction plan? The answer is the plan relies excessively on carbon removals via non-native pine plantation rather than certain reductions. Question 3. What was the immediate replacement measure enacted by the US government? The answer is a temporary but universal 10% import levy effective for up to 150 days. Question 4. Which specific partnership was formed by Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav to implement National AI Skilling Program through the India's Institute of Creative Technology? The answer is Google and YouTube. The program designed to train 15,000 participants from the creative and media sectors. Question 5. What is the new GDP growth rate forecast by Goldman Sachs for the current year 2026? The answer is 5.9%. The forecast was lowered from a previous 7% estimate, reflecting the economic impacts of geopolitical tensions and high inflation rate. Question 6. What is the name of the new species of cockroach discovered in Maharashtra? The answer is Neoloboptera peninsularis, featuring with glossy yellowish brown body and was identified using integrative taxonomy and DNA barcoding. So ending this video here. If you like this video, like it, share it and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, and to get notified for the new videos, press the bell icon.